did they publicly announce that they wouldn't. We do know that here in the Arab Gulf, some of the countries, including Qatar, have been very busy on the phone over the past week calling Iran, talking about trying to organize a de-escalation. We also have reports that these countries joined forces to lobby the Trump administration not to carry out a military intervention, saying that this could lead to chaos and instability in the region. So perhaps they had some influence on both. President Trump has denied that they convinced him not to attack. He's very much taking this as a win. He's saying that the decision not to carry out the executions had a big impact on him, and he's publicly thanked the Iranian leadership for doing that.
The exiled son of the last Iranian Shah has called upon the international community to topple the Iranian regime and says that he would like to lead the transition. How significant a figure is he within Iran?
Well, he has support, but it's difficult to gauge how much. So, for example, during the protests, some of the protesters were chanting his name. But also there are others who say any change in Iran should come from the opposition within the country. And some are suspicious that his supporters really all they want to do is reinstall the monarchy of his late father, the Shah. But what's clear is that he has seized this moment, presenting himself publicly as the leader of the opposition, saying that he would return to Iran to lead a democratic transition, and very much again and again calling on President Trump to carry out airstrikes, targeted airstrikes, he said military intervention in order to even the playing field between the regime and the protesters. Now, President Trump was asked earlier this week what he thought of Reza Pahlavi, and he said, he was equivocal actually. He said, well, he's a nice guy, essentially, but I don't know how much support he has in Iran. I don't know whether the country would accept him.
So you're in Doha, just briefly. What's the view from there?
Well, the view from Qatar and from its neighbors in the Arab Gulf is very much that there needs to be calm. Things need to go back to negotiations of some kind. And as I mentioned, they've been on the phone a lot this week, talking to each other, talking to the Iranians, reports suggesting they were talking to the Trump administration, very much worried, first of all, that if Iran would retaliate for any military intervention by the U.S., that this could affect regional stability, affect their interests, and also not sure what would come next. Would the regime collapse? Would the state collapse? Would it fragment? Would there be an influx of refugees? Would it lose control of its weapons? So they are very concerned about that. What they say in their public statements is they're working on initiatives to de-escalate, to decrease tension, and coordinate for stability, coordinate stability and security.
Barbara, for the moment, thank you very much. Barbara Plett-Usher in Doha.